Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another junk journal flip through. I will be flipping through this beauty right here in this video. But first, I must ask you guys to overlook or not mind or not even notice or pretend not to notice that my nails are horrible. You know, I haven't been to get my nails done in a while, so let's go ahead and talk about this journal right here. This journal is a custom order. I've never done a red journal before. I'm trying to remember if I have. I don't think so. This is a hardcover journal, as you guys can see, and it is a mixed media hardcover. I do mixed media. That's what I have discovered is my style, or going to be my style. I really like doing mixed media and doing stencils and working with gesso and with modeling paste as well. And I don't know why I'm getting this. I guess the sun decided to. Okay, this is better. Way better. Okay, like I was saying, I love doing stencil. It's like I'm painting in a canvas and I'm just doing my own thing, you know, like I'm not really defining a person or a landscape or an object. It's just, I'm just doing whatever I want. And for this journal, let's go ahead and take the seam binding off so you guys can see what I did. I'll get it closer to the camera. Okay, so for this journal, what I did, I punched paper with the lace puncher that I have from Martha Stewart's. This is the lace puncher that I've been using. This lace puncher, it's kind of expensive on eBay. That's where you're gonna find it. But I will suggest you guys look before you settle for the first one you find, because I looked and looked and looked and I found that lace puncher, which is normally selling for $45. I found it for $18, and I'm not kidding you. So that's what I bought it for. So anyway, I used that lace puncher, and you guys can see here, that's the lace puncher. This is, you know, it's just paper glued to the cover, and you'll see some patterns of the lace puncher there, over here as well. In the back of the book, you also see some patterns, because then what I did is I got a piece of cardboard, or just, you know, this is not cardboard, this is just scrapbook paper, you know, and I hole punched it in a corner, and all I did was stencil over the cover, you know, so I made my own stencil in a way. I also did some stencil work, especially in the spine. That's the most that you see. It's the stencil work that I did, and you see behind that a little bit of that lace puncher as well. So the lace puncher kind of worked as a stencil and also as like a background kind of thing, and the stencil is what pops out from the entire cover. So I did different kinds of stencils. I did actually two kinds. I did this kind, it's just like a flower pattern, and then here I did this, which is from Tim Holtz. This one is just like you know, like as you see there, just, you know, circles. It's like if there were stones. That's the way I see it. And in the back, basically that's also what I did. So when I painted it, I wanted to use different tones of red. She likes red, that's what she wanted. And so I wanted to use dark tones, light tones, and I also wanted to use a little bit of the shimmery ink, you know, the paint that I got from Prima. I will link that below in the description box so that you guys can check them out if you're interested. I think I got a little carried away with the charms. I don't know, because she wanted just a few, and I did find some charms. I went to Hobby Lobby and I found a pack of charms about, you know, exercising and weightlifting and she does that. So I thought it was perfect for her. But then I made a few other charms as well for the book, you know, just like with the, you know, with the red and the copper color. So I don't know if I got carried away, but I hope I didn't. And she also didn't want a lot of lace in her book or anything like that. She's more simple and she likes more of a clean look. So she doesn't want a lot of like accessories and a lot of that stuff. She just wanted something very, very minimalistic in terms of that. So just a few hints of lace here and there. So inside the book, I didn't add any pockets to the actual covers, because I just thought, you know, that would make it look too bulky for her. So I just left it clean. You know, the covers are clean on the inside. I love this paper right here. I just really love this paper. So pretty. I did add handmade paper as usual. You know, that's my thing. I do that. I add handmade paper. I just really like to hide the spine. Although here you can kind of see the spine a little bit, but it's fine. I mean, it's not that I want to hide it because it's ugly. I just like to hide it because, I don't know, it feels more like a real book. You know, you don't see the spine in a book, so that's just the way I think about it. I did add a bit of lace here, just to give it a hint of lace that she wanted. This is paper from Prima. I did some but I added some gesso on this paper. Here it was more like it had different designs of journaling cards, and so it's just for you to cut them up, you know, if you want to use them like that. And it also had some foil accents and stuff, so I thought it wouldn't really go with a vintage look. So I covered that with gesso, and then I did some of that same stencil with like I show you guys with a paper that's punched with a lace. So here I added the belly band that I add for all my hardcover journals, and this is her tag for her to log in, you know, or she can add a picture, whatever she decides. It's like an introductory page to her journal, so whatever she decides to do there, it's fine. It's her journal. So I added some tabs, just very minimal tabs. I added some with the scraps of the paper. I worked with them, and I added some tuck spats. But, you know, basically the paper that I use here, some of the paper is coffee dyed and some others are not coffee dyed. You know, like for example, this paper here is not coffee dyed, and it is a scrapbook paper. But because she wanted different kinds of paper in her book so that she can use them for different reasons, so I didn't feel the need to coffee dye all the pages, you know. So here, this is a sketchbook paper that I added for her because she will be doing some doodles, you know, some sketching in her book. This is the center page for this signature, and you see here it's the same. This is a tuck spot that I did with half of a doily, and over here is the other side of that paper, which I alter with the gesso. I just love this handmade paper. It's so beautiful. I have it in my journal, and I think it's just lovely. It's very pretty. Here I have, this is like a glassine bag or envelope, and I open it up and I used it as just like it's like a fly leaf, but it has a pocket made of scraps of a page from an old book. Okay, more sketch paper to, you know, to sketch and do doodles. This is another glassine envelope which I opened up and made into a packet, and on the inside I added this little envelope here for her to use as she pleases. But you see that's an envelope, I mean a pocket right there. It's kind of cute. See, I added also music paper. I try to add as many different papers as I could. I didn't do a lot of paper punching if that's what it's called, but I didn't punch a lot of paper, that's what I mean, because she did say she wanted subtle hints of lace, not too much, so I didn't want to go crazy with a puncher. I also added coloring book pages, handmade paper over here. This over here is super cool. I love doing this. This is an envelope that I added to half of a page, so you can use it as a pocket here to store letters. And I just added this washi tape behind it, but it's actually glued, so it's not going to come up. Okay, put that back. These are actually scraps of that paper that I gesso on the back. So this is what the journaling cards look like. So, and since there's scraps of the paper, I added them here. Same bag. This is another type of handmade paper. This one is just gorgeous as well. It's got some leaves. She likes the summer, so the colors in this book, aside from the red, are summer tones like blue and or light blue or dark or navy blue and the yellow. So that's what I was going for. This is another belly band over here, writing paper. This is a pocket over here. Another lace design here on this paper. More writing paper. This was a paper bag, and again I opened it up and I made it into another page. This one over here, sort of like the same concept as the other envelope. So it is like a belly band here if you open it up. If not, it's a tuck spot. And then over here, it's a pocket. So that's basically what it is. I'm wondering if I put in the paper clip in the right place. Okay, there you go. Alright, another belly band pocket with a tab, more of that handmade paper, more handmade paper with yellow petals, so pretty. This is a top packet, it's a tuck spot over here, more coloring pages. Now this page in the middle, I decided to make it look crunchy, and I added some gesso and I added some paper. Just glued down some paper on top of the pages and added some gesso. I think it looks really cute. So she can still paint over the gesso. I mean, gesso is the best thing. Now here, there's another pocket. And I just added paper clips without ephemera because, again, she wasn't really that interested in too many things in the journal. So she can add her own things. Okay, here, this is a pocket. It's a top pocket, but it's also like a mini album sort of thing. You can put pictures there as well, or write. Okay, this is a tuck spot right here. This page flips out. I did add scraps of whatever paper I used throughout the journal, right? So, and also scraps of this half of a doily that I used at the beginning. So I added there for her. This is another tuck spot over here. More scraps of paper. And here as well, and another half of a doily, and that's the end of the journal. We've reached the end. I hope you guys like this journal. I had done some hardcover journals and I hadn't finished them, but I am going to start listing the journals that I didn't get to finish, and I'm going to list them as is. And of course the price will be fair for the journal. I mean, it's not going to be full price if it's not fully decorated. But I'm going to do that because I just want to clean house. I just want to get rid of everything that I've been working on that I'm not feeling it anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell them. So they're going to be, I'm going to start listing them on my shop. I put some up on my Instagram, but they haven't been selling there, so I'm going to list them on my Etsy. So you guys be sure to check out my Etsy within the next few weeks, like 2-3 weeks. I also mention in my Instagram when I post new things on my Etsy, so be sure to sign up on my Instagram. Like, be sure to follow me there if you want to keep up, you know, up to date with any new information about my Etsy store. But I am planning to close my Etsy store at the end of the year. Also, that's another reason why I want to get rid of all the inventory that I have. I just want to get rid of it. And starting next year, I will have a new shop, but it's not going to be on Etsy. So I will come back in another video and tell you more about it. But for now, this is it. I really appreciate you guys watching this video till the end, sticking with me. I appreciate everybody that has subscribed lately. You guys are the best. And I hope I don't disappoint you. I'll see you guys here next time. Bye-bye.